We are the nerds. We are the nerds of the apocalypse.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to South Carolina ComicCon. I am, of course, Trex, standing here with Dinesh, the nerd boss, the nerd boss of Valiant Entertainment. Really great to see you once again.
Great seeing you, man.
Luckily, I only get to see you maybe once or twice a year.
I know. You got to be on the road with us. Come travel. Do the 80 shows.
Don't tempt him.
What's that? Quit my job and do that for life? Yeah. I would love to.
It's kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie.
It is. So, of course, Valiant is one of my, actually, it's probably my number one comic company.
We're number one.
Number one.
Need a big foam number one now.
Yeah. I mean, Harbingers is right there with X-Men. I got you. It's right there.
Thanks, man.
And you guys are so great. You guys are awesome. So, we're going to talk about the current stories that's going on right now for Valiant. So
let's do it.
I want to start off with the first issue, for the first thing that I haven't started yet. That I need to. Stalinverse.
Yes.
What is going on with this story?
So it's we have this character Divinity. He is a black communist Russian cosmonaut who goes up into space. The idea is that in the 60s, when the US and the Russians were in a space race, Russia wasn't aiming for the moon, they were aiming for the cosmos. They sent this guy out there. He encountered something, the unknown. It gave him the power of a god. So he comes back to Earth in the modern day and finds communism failed. Capitalism won, and he has the power to change everything. So we've been doing this story, and Divinity Stalinverse is this amazing story in which everything turns Russian. The whole of the world. So New York Times Square, it's got Russian Cyrillic all over all the banners. Putin rules the whole world. And all of our characters have become Russian versions. So I have visuals.
Yay!
Bloodshot, all right? Bloodshot become Commander Bloodshot. That's an example. It's got a sickle hammer. It's crazy. We do that with all of our characters. We've got Shadow Man, who's one of the last rebels. He's one of our big characters. He's guarding New York City. This is the story of how Exo Manowar, the Russian Exo Manowar, and Commander Bloodshot come to New York, and they take him out and turn him into a red-starred weapon. But as you can see from this cover, this is the Divinity 3, this is Stalinverse, the first issue. It's a great jumping on point, and is right now the best reviewed book in the industry according to comicbookroundup.com.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. They aggregate reviews.
And so now this is Divinity.
Yes.
And we met the
Mishka.
Yeah, we met Mishka in Divinity 2.
Yes.
Which was a phenomenal. When we first met Divinity, he was a nice guy. He was just trying to do a nice thing. He changed a few things.
As a family.
All of a sudden, Mishka comes in and reverses everything.
Yes.
Wants to change it. She is hardcore Russian, hardcore communism all the way.
She's a believer.
She's a believer.
True believer. And so Divinity 3, we don't know what's happened. We just know after Divinity 2, where Abrams stopped her from turning everything Russian.
Yep.
Divinity 3 starts, everything's Russian. Only Ninjak realized that this is wrong. And he's got to turn everything. Even Abrams is forgotten.
What?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And the art is by Trevor Hairsine. Beautiful, beautiful art by Trevor Hairsine. You can see here.
Wow.
He's a fantastic
My buddy
storyteller.
Shadow Man, my buddy.
But you can see even the choice of angles, and then he blows it out, and then look at that, the POV, it's incredible stuff. And you can jump in anywhere. We've had a lot of fans start with Divinity 3, perfect place to start, or you can jump into Divinity 1, which I happen to have right here. Look at this, show and tell today.
That's right. And that's the one thing I love about Valiant is, and I got CBB into it, because he asked me, he's like, where do I need to start?
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Like literally start anywhere.
We work hard. We've killed a sizable number of editors and quite a few creators with our crazy mandate that every comic book is someone's first. We've got to build it for that. And all of our trades are built that you can literally start anywhere. Now, if you're reading from the beginning, you get a larger tapestry. If you're reading everything in the Valiant universe, which is a shared universe, you see this larger story unfold. But we have fans who just read Faith or just read Bloodshot. We have fans that read Faith and Bloodshot, and they know how their relationship works. And that's one of the points of pride for us, is how we've been able to do that. It's just what Stan Lee did when he built Marvel.
That's right. Now, I want to go into Generation Zero. Okay. We brought the kids back.
Gen Zero, yeah.
And I read issue 1, I even read issue 2, and the dynamic of how they're now, you know, heroes for hires a bit. And I like that semblance. What's going on with the kids now?
Don't get used to them.
What?
Don't get used to them.
My heart!
We've got Gen Zero is a great book. Fred Valiant is the writer. He's done a fantastic job. We have another book called Harbinger Renegade.
That's right.
Rafe Roberts, who's at the show, is the writer of, and Derek Robertson from Happy and Transmat and The Boys is the artist of. Arc 2 is about to start. Another great place to jump in. Issue 5 is called Massacre. Hardcore and Gen Zero go at it. And it's going to be a book with a lot of consequence. You know this, man. We try and tell stories with consequence. We don't reboot shit. We don't undo things. Dead is dead. When a character dies, they're gone.
I miss Flamingo.
Yeah. She's never coming back, man. Never happening.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts so much. So, Harbinger Renegade has come back. The Harbinger gang is back.
Yeah.
The last, I read the first issue. Peter chilling in space, all zen, and all it takes is
big hippie hair.
Big hippie hair.
The rings of Saturn. And that's what you would do if you had essentially the power of Professor X, right?
Yep.
And you were a drug addict. Pete is. Goes to Saturn, detoxes on the moon of Saturn, on the rings of Saturn. When he's done, he comes back. The world needs him. New forces at play. He's got to put the team back together. Little does he know he's falling right into the plan of this new guy, Alexander Solomon.
Yeah.
And that's where he starts Massacre. Massacre's going to be a big arc. Then we go to Harbinger Wars 2. So we did Harbinger Wars, which some people say is our best story ever. And it's pretty good, man. I like it a lot. We did Harbinger Wars 2. This is the lead up to Harbinger Wars 2. We're excited.
It's so great.
It's going to be tasty.
So, how is Faith? Now, one of the things I was really questioning on this is you have Harbinger Renegades and then we have Faith.
Yes.
It's like, how are those stories intertwining with one? Are they intertwining, or is it kind of different?
Faith appears in Harbinger Renegade, but we're very conscientious about when things take place.
Yep.
So we don't have a character appear in 5 different books, and you're like, how did he get from America to Russia in the same day? It doesn't make sense. So it all fits into a larger tapestry. That's why I say, if you're reading everything, you see this larger world, you see how Faith did this, and then she did that, and then she did this, and there's 3 different books. You understand the order. It's largely the order that they released in. But because there's 4 issue arcs, so they overlap, we timestamp everything that way. We don't want to mess around with the continuity.
Thank
We're very conscious.
you for that.
Oh, as fans, that's what we would want. So we just approach the company and the stories as, what would we want? We want great art, great stories, not too much. We don't want to spend too much money or spend too much time reading everything. We want to be able to read everything if you can. We want a company that cares about the fans, thinks about the fans, isn't looking to gouge them, isn't short-term thinking. That's what we try to be.
Now, I want to share this off because I'm a Greek and Roman fan.
Oh, yeah?
I love my gods, I love my mythology. Britannia.
And it's awesome, man.
Talk to us about, how did you guys even think about coming up with this story?
So we have a shared universe that is a grounded science fiction shared universe. Okay? We try and be very cognizant of the realities of technology, etc., and build a superhero universe on top of that. We've had so much success since 2012. Best Read Publisher of the Year every year for the last 4 or 5 years since we launched. All these awards and nominations. I mean, look, name the best series of the year. You look at all of our books, they've all been named best of the year by somebody. It's kind of ridiculous. We wanted to expand what it meant to be Valiant. One of the things we thought about is, since we're the real world, Nero, the Emperor of Rome, existed in our universe. We could tell a story just about Nero, a real story. We took a half step there and we created this character, Antonius Axios, who is a legionary in the time of Nero.
Yep.
And he goes on this mission to save this girl from sacrifice to a pagan god. He saves her, and then he thinks he sees the god, and his mind cracks. He's taken in by the Vestal Virgins, and they show him these ancient scrolls, which are essentially the world's first psychology manuals.
Yeah.
And in a time of Rome, where people believed the gods and destiny dictated their fate, this is the first man to be like we are. Think, no. History and trauma and the way you think and the way you're brought up, that has as much to do with how you behave as do gods do. And so this is a story about one man who's slightly more ahead of the rest of the world in psychology, and a detective story, perhaps even monsters. And it's beautiful. Look at the art.
Yeah.
I mean, Juan Jose Witt is a true genius. So this is some of the art here.
The detail on the facial expressions is phenomenal.
And this book is, we went a little violent with it. Went a
You
little
certainly
sexual
did.
with it. Wanted to push the
It's
boundaries.
Rome. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. We wanted to be true to the realities of being in Rome at that era. And so this has been a huge book for us. Sold out 5 times, I believe. 11 printings in all.
Wow.
And it's we're doing Britannia 2 coming out next month.
Yay!
Where we start to touch the gladiatorial world of Britannia. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Very cool, very cool. So, I want to talk a little bit about Bloodshot.
Okay, let's talk about Bloodshot.
Bloodshot, he's back in the real world.
Yeah.
Away from Bloodshot Island.
Yeah.
Which was a fantastic story.
Awesome.
I really liked how we saw the different eras of Bloodshot and Bloodhound.
Yep. Bloodhound's awesome. One of my favorites.
So, Bloodshot's now back in the real world.
Yeah.
Phoenix they've released, or Horizon, what was it?
Project Red Spirit, RST.
Yeah, RST has released the Bloodshot nanomachines onto the world.
Bloodshot USA, yeah, they want to infect the world and then have everyone pay to get the cure.
So how's Bloodshot handling this in the story so far?
He's doing his hero thing, man. But there's a big revelation coming up. We've announced in September we're launching a new book, Bloodshot Salvation. Jeff Lemire, who wrote Bloodshot Reborn, is continuing his epic run from the Valiant to Bloodshot Reborn through Bloodshot Salvation. Miko Soyan and Louis Larusse, two of the finest artists in the business, are both working on this book together. Flashback and flash forward sequences. And we introduce Jesse, who may or may not be Bloodshot starter. Doing an all epic article about that, what it means to be a father, what it means to protect your loved one.
I do appreciate you. Bloodshot is a very violent, he's a very mentally unstable person as well, with all the things that I've done, all the trauma that he's experienced.
PTSD.
And I love that we introduced Magic.
Yes.
Magic brought him
force for them.
Magic brought him to the ground, and I appreciate that.
Now imagine what happens if something threatens that. Something threatens Magic and that's sanctity. What will Bloodshot do? How far will he go? That's the story of Bloodshot Salvation. It's gonna be awesome.
So I want to end this off with one of my. There's so many good. I'll have a lot of favorite stories with Valiant. Okay, but the one thing that always comes back that I always love, 4000 AD.
Yeah.
Where's my Rye? How's he doing?
He's doing good, man. We've got a book coming out in a couple months called Rye 1, The History of the Valiant Universe, which is a great entry point for new readers. Essentially, it's Rye. I should explain this. Our universe, the shared universe, takes place in the present day, but we, unlike Marvel and DC, span all of time, right?
Yep.
So we have stories that take place in the ancient times with our immortal characters. The stories take place in the future, specifically 4001 AD, when Japan has become one giant structure, lifted off into space, become a second orbiting satellite, another moon to Earth, got a whole world there. And we've got the story that takes place in 4001, where Rise found some history books. We go through the history of the Valiant Universe, from the foundation of Boone and Armstrong, through Auric, becoming some man of war, through the present day, up to 4001. And from there you'll see where we go with Ryan 4001.
Yes. I love Rye. The art for Rye is fantastic. Please, yes, you need to show Rye.
Rye, named one of the year's best series by Vulture, Blaster, Wired, and IGN. Comic book resources, nice quote there. The cover's beautiful, Clayton Crane, and the interiors are the same artist, and they're equally beautiful. And so you can see just the incredible detailed work there. But also, what was very important to us was because this is 2,000 years in the future, we wanted to make it look like what it is, something so far ahead of us that we can't even comprehend what is happening, where technology is going, where the world is going. It's a great book. Highly recommend it.
So, Valiant has become one of the juggernauts in the comic book industry. You guys are coming, you're climbing up. And you're doing a fantastic job.
Thanks,
which
dude.
also brought us now into the movie industry. You guys have you guys had a slate, and so far they've only announced. You guys announced 2 movies. We have Bloodshot.
Things keep leaking. People can't keep their mouth shut.
I can't believe it either. So we have Bloodshot.
Yes.
Now we have a movie coming out. Now you guys found a director and writer for that one, right?
Yeah. So here's how we approach it. We're a comic publisher. We'll always be a comic publisher. We have no illusions. We don't want to be a movie studio or a video game company. We love comics and want to make comics. Part and parcel of building and being a comic book company today successfully is video games, TV shows, movies, toys, etc. We're slowly dipping our toe into that.
Yep.
Movies are the first thing we're approaching now. We have Bloodshot and Harbinger at Sony. Both those characters. We've together with Sony built a 10-year, 5-picture plan that involves Bloodshot and Harbinger movies. If they're successful, sequels, and then a Harbinger Wars crossover, which is going to be epic. Where we are is, we have a good problem here. We have scripts by Eric Heiser, who's a fantastic writer, wrote Arrival.
Yes, he
writing
did.
Secret Weapons for us in June. Brand new book starring Livewire. Great book. Sony loves Harbinger and Bloodshot scripts. Sony loves Harbinger so much they want to make that film first. We and our producing partners, Neil Morris, original film, Toby Jaffe, who produced the Fast and Furious films, want Bloodshot to be first. We platform it to Harbinger. So we got this great, like race. What can come together first? Where we are with Bloodshot, which I think will be first. I think we're going to win this.
Okay, good.
Is we have the script by Eric Heiser, with Dave Wilson, who's is our director, and that leaked recently. Dave is tremendously talented. He's the co-creative director of a company named Blur. The other co-creative director is Tim Miller, who directed Deadpool. I think Dave's more talented. Don't tell Tim I said that. Dave directed all the best video game trailers and some mini movies, etc. If you saw the new Star Wars, The Old Republic trailer, that mini movie, he did that from scratch.
Yep.
He did the Titanfall, the whole campaign, Halo campaign, the whole campaign. The Titanfall 2 trailer he built from scratch. He's phenomenal. He's our director. We're scripted into Sony. We're out to actors now. We lost an actor. We're making that movie, so it's going to be very, very soon. Then Harbinger's right behind it with this phenomenal director. I'm not going to tell you who he is. Hasn't leaked yet. And we're just doing last-minute tweaks to the script, and we're going to build a movie that is kind of movie you've never seen before, man. Just like the books. We're not going to skim. We're going to go full force. It's going to be a breath of fresh air for, I think, hopefully, if we get it right, for the comic book movie world. That's what we're trying to do anyway.
All right. I'm one Bloodshot first too.
Good.
I'm one that I love.
You said that.
I love my Harbingers, but Bloodshot I think will be able to introduce the universe a little better.
They both work. The plan is we can build Bloodshot, we can do the origin, and then we can reveal the world of Harbinger after that. It doesn't have to intercede in it. Or we can do Harbinger and have Bloodshot be the villain in Harbinger 1. Both are kind of exciting.
Yes, they are. So now, and then it was just announced that you guys found your writer and your director for Archer and Armstrong.
It leaked.
It leaked. It leaked.
Yes, Ruben Fleischer, director of Zombieland, is on board to direct Archer and Armstrong, and Terry Rossio, the incredibly talented writer of National Treasure franchise, Pirates franchise, Shrek, Aladdin, all this amazing stuff, is writing Archer and Armstrong. We could not be happier. And Sean Daniel, the producer of the upcoming Mummy movie with Tom Cruise, and produced Animal House, produced the Blues Brothers, produced these seminal comedies, is producing with us. So we have this best-in-class team. And think about it, the writer of Pirates, the director of Zombieland, and the producer of Blues Brothers and Animal House for Archer Armstrong. It's a dream team. Pinching myself. I can't believe we got these guys.
It's a buddy comedy.
Yeah. It's a superhero buddy comedy.
So the fact you got one of the guys from who worked on Blues Travelers is all of a sudden an instant yes.
We're excited.
I'm excited. God. Now I get to do videos on who's they're gonna cast.
Right. Yes, help us.
All of a sudden, I really want John Goodman to be Armstrong. I don't know why. It's just size-wise.
He'd be good, man. I'd be a little old now, but he'd be great.
He would be.
Quan and Woody, we gotta cast Quan and Woody. You gotta help me come up with some names for Quan and Woody.
You're a black guy. I'm right here. I got this.
You could be great for the goat.
I would be great for the goat. I would. I got some CGI. I can do the balls. I can do it.
Nice. I like it.
So Valiant 2016 looks to be just.
We're in 2017 now, man.
17.
Where
17.
I said, you call this an interview, I'm out. Done. Give me a mic, I want to drop it.
I left those at home. So 2017, you guys are just going
up. We're doing our thing. We always try and make better books than we did last year. So we're trying to make better stories, and that's our focus. One brick at a time, one story at a time. So we are.
Dinesh, thank you so much for talking with us. It's been
blast.
It's always nice to get that yearly update from Valiant. So this is Trex from South Carolina ComicCon, their 4th year at South Carolina ComicCon.
Yep.
You guys need to be here if you're not. Come out next year for sure. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye guys.